Go, mighty Orbots, mechanical heroes who pee in their pants. Go, mighty Orbots, mechanical heroes who pee in their pants. I don't actually know the lyrics. One thing is here, it's from Warner Archive, which I believe means it's print on demand, and look at this. This disc is expected to play back in DVD video play-only devices and may not play in other devices, including recorders and PC drives. So it kind of sounds like they're apologizing for pressing errors by saying, well, gee, we didn't intend for it to play on your thing that you're playing it on. So this is the first episode of Mighty Orbots, and I have no idea if I'm going to do a blog for all 13 episodes, or indeed if I'm even going to upload this video, but some background. Mighty Orbots aired on ABC Saturday morning in 1984. It was a Japanese-American co-production, and then they got sued by Tonka, who claimed that it was too close to GoBots. Check Wikipedia for more details, and probably other more reliable sources. Oh boy. Where to begin? Well, the first episode, Magnetic Menace. It's the origin episode. Mighty Orbots are already established. The evil organization Shadow is already established. Well, we got this human guy. Here he is. I think that's him. Rob Simmons. Gee, can't imagine why I didn't remember such a distinctive name like that. He is an engineer who has built these 5 robots that combine into one big robot, and they fight the weekly menaces from the evil Shadow, which apparently is an evil Did they mention it's an evil I think they do, yeah. This is Japanese-American co-production. This is not an English dub, though it kind of comes off that way. The actors, the voices are kind of so generic. Although the narrator, Gary Owens, does have a little fun with things. I can't think of any examples right now, but trust me on that one. Now, the animation is very beautiful. I mean, this is the 1980s, kind of the golden age of anime, and this had fat American money pumped into it, so you got multi-plane shots, you got effects animation. The character design's not so much, and the characters even more. I just noticed this. These aren't... Okay, that's the big Mighty Orbots. These are Bo and Boo, who are the token females. Actually, there are 3 token females. These are the villains from the first episode. Oh, spoilers. Here we go. Can you see these tiny guys here? Maybe I should remove the shiny part. The strong robot is Vernon. He's basically Vernon from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or Eric from Dungeons and Dragons. I would love to see the Japanese dub. Yeah, the Japanese version would be the dub, because they did record English voice tracks, and then they animated the lip movements to that. Because, well, there's a lot of narration, for one thing, you know. We will create a magnetic monster with our music. Their music creates a magnetic monster. Yeah, thanks, Gary. We can... I get the feeling that in the Japanese version there was less narration, and also there's a fair amount of extraneous dialogue that's delivered off screen, so I wonder if they deliberately did it that way so that they could leave the dialogue out in the Japanese version. Balding, cover up. Also, after Mighty Orbots defeats a mini Menace early in the episode, we see the heads of Space Command, or whatever I guess I could look it up. The Galactic Patrol, I wonder if they have a red lensman, say, wow, that was great. Too bad Rob wasn't there to see it. Oh, he's probably doing some kind of engineer thing. Wait, Rob's identity as the Orbots creator / commander is secret? Even from the rest of the Galactic Patrol? And you will later find out that the robots that he's created are also have secret identities. Not that they're robots, but that they're part of the Mighty Orbots team. That's secret even from the Galactic Patrol. And, why? It worked for Ultraman. Ultraman, one member of the Science Patrol, or, you know, and its various successors, was secretly an Ultraman. That makes sense. I see Ultraman came to Earth to help, but not fight their battles for them. But then when it gets to be too bad, then... Here, it makes no sense. Why do they have secret identities? I already said that, didn't I? I guess I should get to the plot of the episode, huh? Well, these 2 robot rock stars are secretly working for Shadow, and their music creates a magnetic monster that's supposed to destroy Earth's defenses, and then Shadow can invade. And, if I didn't know that this was a Japanese-American co-production, in other words, basically an American show that happens to have been farmed out to Japan, I would have guessed it from the writing. Yeah. Also, their music, it's, like some of the Beatles psychedelic stuff, the music might be a little bit psychedelic, but it would still be, and then near the end, going, at the end. Okay, imagine that without the beginning. Just that part at the end. And at least one character doesn't like the music, but he's the Vernon, the jerk character. So we're not supposed to believe his opinion. Wow. I think if Tonka hadn't sued them, it might have only run one season anyway. I'm also curious just how long it ran, because Wikipedia does list American broadcast dates for all 13 episodes, so I wonder how long it was still in reruns. Okay, a little explanation here. The way network television worked back then, and maybe it still works that way now, I have no idea, but a show would debut, usually in fall, and they would have new episodes with the occasional rerun until they ran out of new episodes, and then they would show reruns in that slot until the next season began, usually again in fall, and then either there'd be new episodes for a while and then reruns, and of course now they'd have more reruns to choose from, or it would be canceled and another show would take over the time slot. If you've used Wikipedia very much, you'll probably notice that they only list broadcast dates for original episodes. So before I figured that out, I was thinking, wow, this show was so unpopular, they canceled it as soon as they ran out of new episodes. Oh, no, wait, Wikipedia is just being a bunch of citation neededs. I guess I'll watch the next episode and probably do another one of these. One thing I'll give it credit for, at the end, the robots are going to go see a disaster area concert, so either an amazing coincidence or someone on the writing staff was a Douglas Adams fan. And I'll probably sing that Pee in Their Pants song again. Oh, additional, the science in this is questionable. I mean, I know it's science fantasy. But come on. Well, they decide to defeat the magnetic monster by freezing it, because apparently cold interferes with electromagnetism. What about superconductivity? I mean, maybe I'm wrong here, but what? So they fly it into the vacuum of space, which is the coldest thing there. No, they fly it into the rings of Saturn. Okay, wait a minute. There's something that's colder than the vacuum of space? And also, aren't the rings of Saturn made of dust, not ice? Apparently that's colder than the vacuum of space, and they freeze it, and then they... 12 more of these? Okay, I promise this is the last one until I remember something else to complain about regarding the first episode. But actually, it's more amusing than anything else. You can kind of tell this was farmed out to another country, by the simple fact there's something labeled gravity controls, sometimes labeled gravity control, sometimes labeled gravi control, and sometimes labeled gravo something control. Gravoti? I don't know. Go, mighty orb!